How's it going, guys? Welcome in. All right, so this evening we are entering into the unknown. We're going to get some glasses. I don't mean reading glasses, I mean glasses to put a dessert in. So I'm going to go find some glasses. Basically, we're going to mix graham crackers, rolled oats, brown sugar, a little bit of flour, and then we're going to put in some cold butter and kind of make like a, I don't want to say like graham cracker crust for cheesecake. Very similar, but it's going to have oatmeal and stuff in it as well. And then we're going to make this mousse, which is heavy cream, powdered sugar, sweetened condensed milk, lime juice, vanilla, some green food coloring. Make that up, put that in the fridge, layer the dessert, put some sweet cream on the top, done. So what goes in here is graham crackers, oatmeal, brown sugar, flour, and then we tip it into another bowl, and then we add in the cold butter and kind of make the crust. But you do bake it. You just I probably could just do the butter in here as well. You just have to make sure you use cold butter. So need the oatmeal in there first. So we're going to crack on with all this. So we're going to do a third of a cup, probably a little bit. This is probably, so oatmeal, graham crackers, we're going to do a third of a cup of brown sugar. So already it's, you know, it can be a sweet one. Laura doesn't know I'm making dessert. Good. Pack that in there as well. No matter what, whenever I mess with brown sugar, I always get it on the table. And then we're going to do, actually it's a little bit more of oatmeal. Then we're going to do 3 tablespoons of butter. Not butter, 3 tablespoons of flour, I'm sorry. So this is going to be, you could do this as a pie, you know, like a in a pie pan. I'm doing it in glasses just for presentation. So this right here, you get it to like almost like breadcrumb consistency, and then we're going to put the butter in. Is it 6? It is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can always use the rest of this butter for the roof. All right, so we're going to put this in, we're going to cut this up. It is cold. This butter is very cold. Yeah, whenever you're making like a dough or pies or anything like this, it's best to work with cold butter. So we're just going to chop this up nice and small. Get that in there. I'm hoping this will work in here, it should. Rather than me getting out another piece of equipment, making more mess. Although I'm good at making messes. This is cleaning up part I don't like. I can make a mess with the best in it. Alright, so we're going to pulse this. So there you go. Make sure all that, yeah, there we go. Obviously I got to be careful of the blades in there. Cheesecake's good, I love cheesecake, but this is just something a little different. So right, so now it's like breadcrumbs, whereas before it was like very, very fine. Smells good too. So if you were going to do something like, you could do something like this, like an apple crumble, apple crisp or something like that. You know, you could make like this and put this on top of it. You could add some cinnamon to it, some nutmeg. All right, so now we're going to put this on a sheet tray and we're going to bake it till it turns golden brown. So right, so I'm not actually going to bake all of this. I'm going to save some because now I'm tempted to try something else with it. I'm tempted to try a Crème-Delish mousse next week with the same base. Very much like a cheesecake. So we're going to do that next week. I'm going to make a Crème-Delish cheesecake on next week's stream. I already have the base. We'll already have the base. Right, so there we go. So we're going to bake that in the oven. All right, next, the mousse. So we're going to use the same bowl. Now I've got to come up with something else because all the heavy milk's gone. So I got to come up with something now. You know what? I wonder what Crème-Delish would taste like. I wonder what Crème-Delish would taste like with lime. Maybe we have to find out. Only one way to know, that's right. I have no idea, but I bet you guys are going to find out. Aha! Laura's been at it. She's been doing, I bet you she's been drinking it before bed. She got into the bag. All right, so what do we got here? We got some sweetened condensed milk. We need 1 cup. We're going to put a little bit of this in as well. Going to mix that in. It already calls for vanilla anyway, so now I don't need to put the vanilla in. We're then going to put in some lime juice. We've got to put powdered sugar in first. All right, now. We're going to add some green food coloring to this and some lime juice. I'm thinking though, I'm going to heat this a little bit and try to thicken it. Let's see, we don't want to make it too green. That's perfect. That's perfect. Nice golden brown color. So yeah, typically you would not make a roux for this, but we're kind of cheating a little bit because I didn't have cornstarch or I didn't have heavy cream. You know, this is where you make do with what you have. You try to come up with something to fix the problem, and this should fix the problem. Right, so we're going to thicken this up. Add the roux to it. If we have to make a little bit more, not that big of a deal. Looks like Hulk green. Looks like Hulk green pudding now. I guess I could have put some gelatin in it. Could have done it that way instead, but this will work. It smells really good. So I'm just going to cook this on very low, because once it starts to thicken up, it's going to thicken up quickly. All right, so these are actually regular limes. The key limes look terrible, so I decided not even to bother buying key limes. So we'll put some lime juice in there. All right, we're going to crank that up a bit now that it's warmed through. Ooh. Ooh. It's got a good flavour to it. Mmm. I just need to get it a little bit thicker now. If I could thicken it, then I'm golden. Grass-fed pasteurized beef gelatin. So what you do is you add this to cold liquid, and then you add it to warm liquid to thicken it up, and I think that would do the trick. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if we can fix it. We're gonna see if it fixes it. If we can, if we can, it's gonna be a big. If we can't, then it's a bad. Thickening up. All right, let's try that. We're going to cool that down. But like I said, we're about to find out. We're about to find out. So I bought all this stuff to make the food tonight, and I didn't realize we used the cornstarch, and then I didn't realize that we used all the heavy milk because Laura had guests this week, and I was at work, so I didn't see that she'd used it all, and I thought, oh, we have it. So when I was at the store, I didn't replace it. We're going to attempt to make this dessert now that we screwed up as well, so we're going to attempt to make that. It's thickened up nice, so the plan worked. There's Crème-Delish in here. I put Crème-Delish in there, so this will work nicely. Right, so we're going to put this at the bottom of the glass. So that's like a graham cracker crust. You probably want me to taste it, right? Yep. Good. Good. Works for me. So now we're going to try and be slick and put this into the bottom of the glass if we can, without making a mess. And then we go more filling. Definitely thickened up, yes. Yes, it's very much like jelly now. Almost like a very, very thick pudding. If I had some cream, I would have squeezed the cream in between, but I don't have it, so. Take the graham cracker crust, stick on the top. Oops. There you go. Doesn't look terrible. A little rustic. So that's it. That's dinner. Not amazing, but it tastes amazing. Doesn't look amazing.